Ashley Babbitt's family to receive $5 million from Trump administration. Psalm 73:5. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to the Most High YAHAWAH and His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone, taught me this truth through the Spirit. Single honors to the elect. Peace and blessing to the 1/3, and to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Understand who Ashley Babbitt is. Let's go back to January 6th, when they raided the Capitol. Ashley Babbitt was shot by an Israelite man. They would call him a so-called black man today from the tribe of Judah. And I believe she was ex-military, if I'm not mistaken. But to make a long story short, a cop did his job and was cleared of it. But because of the power of the hand, Esau having ruling the earth right now. Remember, Job 9:24, the earth given to the hands of the wicked. Romans 13:1, the powers to be are ordained by the Most High. Remember that. Anyhow, let's get into this article, okay? Ashley Babbitt's family to receive $5 million in settlement with Trump administration. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Before I do, Psalm 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence cover them as a garment. Whenever you see men in the Bible, of course, like that, in this sense, it can apply to the woman, because the women come from the seed of the men of their nation. So this applies to her too. She's not in trouble, right? We seen what happened to Emmett Till, right? Lied. But nonetheless, though, they all come from the same seed. So let's get to it. The Trump administration is set to pay out nearly $5 million to settle a lawsuit brought by the family of Ashley Babbitt, a rioter. Isn't this like an act of treason? Fatally shot during Salakia. Wow, something's not right. It must be dusty. I don't have allergies. Nonetheless, forgive me. Once again, Ashley Babbitt, a rioter, fatally shot. Listen to the wordplay. Fatally shot during the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. You hear that? The settlement will resolve a $30 million suit brought by Babbitt's estate and the conservative group Judicial Watch, alleging the Capitol police officer who shot her as she attempted to breach a broken window of the House Speaker's lobby was negligent in his duties. So let me get this straight. DJ Trump lost the elections. He, whether he said it jokingly or whether he said it indirectly, said to go ahead and cause a riot, I don't know his exact words, but it incited them to raid the Capitol, a government building. Now, you people know about Social Security buildings and driver license, Listen here. You're just going to get a driver license, right? You're just going to get a Social Security card, or maybe you lost your birth certificate, you need to get another one mailed to you or something. But do they not have armed security in there? Why? Because somebody could be having a bad fucking day. Why do you think those police officers was at the Capitol? Because a lot of y'all people was having a bad fucking day. So how is he negligent of protecting the government officials? It's no different if you're local, county, state, or federal. It's the reason why judges have bailiffs. Ask stupid if you want to. If the judge said they're going to hold you in contempt, who's going to arrest you? I mean, or, it could be in contempt to pay more money or just have you arrested, depending on how the judge feel that day. The bailiff will. Who brings you in and out? If you have to be presented as a witness on the stand and you're already incarcerated, the bailiff. So this man was protecting the government officials inside the Capitol. They say he was negligent. Okay. And you know what that goes right back to? That goes right back to Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. All right? So, keep riding. The Justice Department in April 2021 announced it had cleared U.S. Capitol Police Lieutenant Michael Byrd of any criminal wrongdoing in the shooting after an investigation revealed no evidence he did not reasonably believe that it was necessary to do so in self-defense or in defense of the, here comes the point, the focal point, y'all, or in defense of the members of Congress and others evacuating the House chamber. How is he negligent when he's protecting the members of Congress and others who's trying to come on? Really? A separate investigation by the U.S. Capitol Police further found Byrd's actions were lawful and within department policy, and that he would not face internal discipline. So they're trying to get him $5 million of taxpayers' money. But this is the Biden administration that he's got cleared of all of this. Okay? Pay attention. The actions of the officer in this case potentially save members and staff from serious injury and possible death from a large crowd of rioters who forced their way into the U.S. Capitol and to the House chamber where members and staff were steps away, USCP said in an August 2021 statement. They were steps away, people. So in order for her to have gotten shot, she had to be within eyesight of the officers who was guarding, protecting the members of Congress. And he was negligent? Negligent would be like going on a vacation and leaving your child at home. That's negligent. Going to the club at night but leaving your child at your grandmother's, at her mother's house. That's negligent, because you should be at home taking care of your child rather than partying. That's negligent. Putting yourself before your child, that's negligent. Right? He put himself before the crowd. What? Anyhow, continuing on. USP officers have barricaded the speaker's lobby with furniture before a rioter shattered the glass door. If the doors were breached, listen here, y'all. If the doors were breached, the rioters would have immediate access to the House chambers. The officers' actions were consistent with the officers' training and USCP policies and procedures. That officer, in a bit of courage, saved the lives of others who was trying to harm them. Well, what's the point? Okay, what's the point of raiding the Capitol? How would that resolve anything? We don't know your intentions. We don't know your actions. Why are you trying to break into a government building? You understand? I'm trying to make it home to my family at the end of the night. I don't know why you left your family to come down here and do this bullshit. I'm being raw now. No pesticides, no insecticides. This is raw, organic, non-GMO. For too long, you've been showing your hand. You know? Let me get back to it real quick. I got another precept after this. This is the woman, by the way. Look at her neck. Look at that face. Man, she look like her father, and I never seen him. But a woman at that, y'all. A woman at that rate, a woman breaking the glass. The Edomites crazy, man. I'm sorry, these Shedemites crazy, man. I'm telling you. This woman out here went through a glass. Think about this, y'all. We're talking about women here, right? She's more aggressive than the men. This is feminism. This is Psalm 73 and 6. Therefore, pride compassed them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. Psalm 73 and 5. Forgive me, I read 6 before that one. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compassed them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than the heart could wish. You're ruling the whole world, but you're bickering and arguing, fighting amongst one another. Hence, remember, America has always been a bipartisanship. What is a bipartisanship? Bi means two. Partisan goes back to parties. Two parties. The Republican and the Democrat. Now you have these branches. You have independent, conservative, liberal. I don't know. But we know the main two parties. You get Grand Old Party. So you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. And what did the scripture say about that? It said, if two can't, it said, can two walk together except they agree? Right? Also, in addition, YAHAWASHI said, we said, if Satan cast out Satan, that kingdom shall not stand. So they're dividing amongst each other to the point of being unalived. So anyway, let's get back to it. Okay. It was not immediately clear whether the settlement would require the Justice Department to amend, blah, blah, blah. Made it to the point. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but I just had to speak about this really quick. Capitol Police Chief Tom Manger said in a statement to ABC News that he is, quote, extremely disappointed and disagree with this settlement, unquote. So this is the Capitol Police Chief. You like, I don't agree with this. In other words, he's thinking about it. My soldiers, well, they are soldiers in a sense, the lowest ranking police officers are. Because police officers are just policy holders for the elite. But anyways, his men putting their lives on the line. See, people think, work for the government. It's just easy. Whoever would have thought they was gonna fucking raid the damn Capitol, but they did, and he did what he was trained to do. So even the police chief, like, man, it's some bull jive, Skip. Like Shannon Sharp would say. Quote, in 2021, the DOJ investigation determined no wrongdoing by police. This settlement sends a chilling message to law enforcement nationwide, especially to those with a protective mission like ours, unquote. This is just Trump being Trump. That's what it really boils down to. All right. So anyway, let's get to the point. Trump has reportedly cited Babbitt's death as part of his broader vocal support for rioters who stormed the Capitol seeking to overturn his 2020 election loss. So why did they raid it? Why did they raid it? Because they wanted to overturn. So they were going to force them to make him the president. Okay. Trump pardoned nearly all of the Trump pardoned nearly all of the approximately 1,500 individuals charged in connection with the January 6th attack as one of his first acts in office, in a proclamation that described the Justice Department's investigation into the riot as, quote, a grave national injustice, unquote. He said it was an injustice to protect government officials. So, Mr. President Trump. So let's just say, by some chance, someone was to raid the Capitol again in the same manner. Everything happened the same way, but this time you're the president, sir. Would it still be unjust? I don't understand. Someone please make it make sense. Following the pardons, Manger said in a memo to Capitol Police that the move, quote, let violent criminals who attacked police officers off the hook, unquote, and that such criminals, quote, should be met with consequences, condemnation, and accountability, unquote. Well, we read Psalms 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Yeah. This is Trump's quote. Quote, I'm a big fan of Ashli Babbitt, okay? And Ashli Babbitt was a really good person who was a big MAGA fan, Trump fan, and she was innocently standing there. They even say, trying to sort of hold back the crowd. He wasn't even fucking there. Trump said, and a man did something unthinkable, which is his fucking job, I guess, to her when he shot her. And I think it's a disgrace. But the chief police said he disagreed with the settlement. Okay. I'm going to look into that. I did not know that. That's what Trump said. And they're trying to settle it outside of court. It was a $30 million suit, and I just want to get $5 million, I guess. But this is what I also got to say about that. Nothing to close out, man. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Verse 21. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Well, Miss Ashley Abbott thought it was wise in her own eyes to them that commit treason by raiding the Capitol, which is a government official building, and for whatever apparent reason, who knows what she wanted to do, but he did what he had to do. So in addition, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight, because after that, you lost sight of everything, and you went back to the spirit world. So with that being said, I truly pray you was edifying, fast, stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent, Allah, Buffalo Ball, Shalom.